All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in House Edge Live. It's John from ProCraps here on Casino Gaming TV. Let's get after it today. We've got, I always say this, but like a nice action-packed show today for you, and a little bit of preview what's going to happen in the coming week here. But before I start, I got to get into the bridge thing really quick, and make the disclaimer that this show and the shows that I do are never a guarantee of winning. Just so you know, I'm not talking about ways to guarantee a win. Gambling should be for entertainment purposes only, and this channel is designed to help you have the most fun playing the games and enjoy your experience more. Now, typically, we like to say that you enjoy it more when you're winning. We talk about ways we think we can win, but there's no guarantees here, obviously, right? When you're watching my show, anybody else's show, keep these concepts in mind, right? Without the right bankroll, without the proper understanding of your relationship with risk, without your ability to identify when it's time to leave or when it's time to lean in, without having the discipline to walk away when you're up, without understanding what a goal is and being able to hit it and obey it, without keeping your emotions in check, your time at the table at the casino will be diminished. Your enjoyment will be diminished. Your entertainment experience will be diminished, right? This is all about having fun, right? In a good, positive way, and not getting your ass kicked. That's the idea here, right? We're all about not getting our asses kicked, not trying to guarantee wins, okay? Remember, the pie chart that is you is different from the pie chart that is me. Your makeup of what you find important between bankroll and strategy and that kind of thing is different. Make sure when you're watching me talk and when you're watching other YouTube channels that you're always cognizant of those core basic concepts, right? What's important to you? What's going to make your gaming experience better? Make sure you're keeping that in front and center as you're watching our shows, because a lot of things we show seem like they're really easy and they're guarantees, but there's never a guarantee. Ken from Ken Knows Gambling says all the time, the best bet is never make a bet. And I agree with that. All right, here we go. My YouTube is making me mad today. I got a copyright strike, or not copyright, I got an infringement strike from them on Thursday, late Thursday night, Friday morning. Very similar to what happened to Alfredo from Texas Crap Shooters, where they flagged a video of mine as being dangerous. Me, right? Me being dangerous. And interestingly enough, it was one of the ones I did with WinCraps. I did a WinCraps video where I was showing you how to write the WinCraps scripting to automate the thing to run your strategies. They deemed that video as dangerous. And I went through the whole appeals process and talk to somebody in chat and blah blah blah, and nope, it's you're promoting online gambling, right, or whatever, and it's because WinCraps is not an official whatever like Crapsy now is, but Crapsy was not recognized as an official advertising thing for YouTube, right? So they shut Alfredo's channel down. Well, they're threatening to shut my channel down, this channel as well, because of WinCraps, if you can believe that. So I'm going to work with Steen a little bit on the advice of Ed of Jeff to get WinCraps, I guess, part of the YouTube ecosystem. But YouTube is either saying you can't talk about anything unless that person's paying us, right? Which is what it seems like they want Crapsy and WinCraps of all things, and maybe the math that I'm writing, to pay YouTube to be a quote unquote approved advertiser, and then we can talk about it, which to me smells like a circle jerk. Or they just don't understand and they aren't watching. I said, can you get a person to watch? I actually put a what do you call it? An appeal in, and within 6 minutes the appeal came back denied. And I went to the live person. Like, can you have somebody watch the video, a human watch it, not your AI? And I said, no, a person did watch it. I said, it's a 56-minute video. There's no way that the appeal took 6 minutes and somebody actually fucking watched it. So anyway, I'm leveraging some of Casino Quest's contacts because now I've got 3 more videos that are in the same. They're in the same cycle, right, of this appeals process. They're all videos where I show WinCraps. So for whatever reason, they want Steam to pay them so I can talk about WinCraps, which is bullshit, because they just don't get online gambling. And it's not even online gambling. WinCraps you can't even play online. It's literally a machine that you run on your or app you run on your own computer. Anyway, ticking me off. Can I clean up my volume a little bit? What's happening with the volume? Is it we have some kind of weirdness in there, Randy? What's going on with the volume? It should be. I've showed. Am I clipping or am I cutting out? Just let me know what are you hearing. Anyway, Craps Chat. I had a really good weekend. I was feeling pretty bad, right? Like I haven't talked to Jeff and I haven't talked to Craig and Chris and some other of my friends in a long time, and I'm like, I'm not great at if people who know me know. Maybe it's the wrong mic. Really? Let me check that. Hold on. Reaper. Let's see what's going on here. Reaper says it's the external microphone. It should be this one. This one here should be the one, right? If I tap, that should be what you're hearing. Yeah, I don't know what if it's hollow, I don't know what to do. Let me try this. Let me try taking that off. This one will really sound. This is the one that's up here. That should really sound hollow. If I come back to the other one, let's see. Boom, boom. It should be all right. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's I guess move ahead. Hopefully it works okay. Anyway, I spent some time yesterday talking to Jeff and got caught up and talked to Craig and talked to Chris, and I've got some others on my list to talk to. I want to get more regular with that. We're talking about, a lot of things, and one of the topics that's been on my mind recently is Craps Chat. And I think we should hear from you all in chat today what you want about Craps Chat. Like, for example, we did, Jeff did a couple years of it where he was the host. And I know Jeff was frustrated with a few bits of being the host of that show. Lots of reasons for it behind the scenes, right? Of like just keeping the chat clean, keeping the show interesting, keeping it moving and all that kind of stuff. Getting people to come on without having porn videos pop up and all kind of craziness, right? This year we decided let's just not have that. We'll control it more. We'll have a panel. It's always the same panel, and we'll talk about, stuff, basically. It was okay, but it was really hard to get the panel together all the time and keep the topics moving and that kind of thing. So this year, coming up season 4, we're just thinking about what do we want to do for the show? Like, how do we want to do Craps Chat? And I think, things like, and we'll talk about this in a minute. There was a great show on last night between Jeff and Ed. There's lots of other things going on that are very similar. So I want to get a sense from everybody in chat here today. What do you think about Craps Chat in terms of format change? What do you want to see? You want to see just like the original idea that Skill and Luck and Jeff had was make it like a call-in radio show. Completely viewer driven. Just we're here as hosts. Ask your questions. We'll all ask. My thought to that is it's great so long as the hosts rotate. It's not just always the same 4 people answering the same questions every week. It gets boring, right? But if we had different hosts every week, maybe one person like me running it, but all different people on, it'd be harder to manage, but it might be more interesting. So anyway, think through what you might want to see. Okay, I'd love to get your thoughts on that. All right, so moving ahead here, I'll give this a really quick one. We'll show this slide every day. I'm not going to talk through it though, but basically, the upcoming schedule for the World Big AZ in September, the week of the 28th. Casino Tiers launched on Jeff's show last night. Their entire schedule for the year, so January 16th and 18th in Biloxi. That's the start of crap season. They're in Vegas again in March. They're in May, Brownwater Bash. July 24th and 25th, Biloxi again, Casino Tiers event. Those Casino Tiers events, by the way, are learning events. You're gonna come in, you're gonna learn on the private table, get some casino time. They're back in Vegas October 2nd to 4th, and of course November 13th and 15th in Vegas again. So there's the upcoming Casino Tiers calendar. So yeah, lots of that. If there's more things coming up, when I get the dates for Jeremy's things and whatever else, I'll post those up here as well, and we'll just kind of burn through the slide sort of every day. All right, Craps for the Cure, quick update. As you know, it is my birthday weekend, September 12th, 13th, and 14th. The 12th is my birthday, just playing that night, and then the 13th and 14th is the big event. If you want to come to the event, go to crapsforthecure.com. It's easy. There's an events button. Click the event button, pay your $100, and we'll see you out there. It's going to be a smaller crew this year, it looks like. Maybe a little bit less attendance than before. That's going to be okay. Smaller groups easier for us to manage, but I'd love to have that room fill, right? So if you want to get out there, head to the website. Website also now has almost the full schedule. I've got 4 time slots that I'm working through still with a couple of people. We've got the donations tab is up, so you can go ahead and buy the dog food. You can buy your ticket for $100. You can sponsor and purchase things too. So now we've got things like, for example, Casino Quest is putting up 10. You can pay $500 and get all the courses, all the online dealer courses, the entire set. For $1,000, you get all the dealer courses online, unlimited access, and come to Vegas, and David and Alex will do your auditions for you and get you certified to be a dealer in Vegas or Atlantic City or wherever else. So that's an awesome deal, by the way. They don't just do that for anybody, right? You don't just show up and say, "Hi, I'm here, audition me," right? That's a special thing. David and Alex also put up a big ticket item where they will meet you at Casino Quest. They'll pick you up at the airport in their luxury vehicle, bring you down there. They'll train with you for a little bit. You'll go to dinner with them, gamble with them all night long. That's a really cool experience, by the way. So those are all up there and available for purchase, as well as the raffle tickets for Access Power Crab. So get to crabsforthecure.com and start getting your stuff. As you can see here, we're moving along. We've already got the online thing, by the way, the $1,500. That's people buying stuff for the dogs. That's all people buying stuff for the dogs. They bought dog food and some collars and some other things. That's already happened. We have 5 tickets sold. I need to get at least 10 people to buy tickets. Come on. And yeah, we'll start getting. I'll start moving these titles around so that they're actually more indicative of what's being bought. I gotta change the tote board screen, but that's it so far. So we're moving along. We're getting some traction, but we'll hopefully come to the finish line here pretty hard in a couple of weeks. So I'll see you there in like a month. Can you believe that already? All right. Quick review last night. Mutt and Jeff did a great show, of course, right? They're always good. Jeff, it's funny. I talked to Jeff, and Jeff likes to, he likes to downplay things a little bit. Like he says things like, privately. I'll out you, Jeff. He says things like, I just try and stay out of the way. I don't want to be the show. Jeff and Gargoyle are the show, and I'm just bullshit. Jeff's really good. I say this a lot to him. He's a really good interviewer because he lets them have space to talk, but he also tees them up really well in such a way that like you believe that Jeff wants to know the answer to the question. I mean, Jeff most time knows the answers, but he questions the guys in a way that seems like he doesn't know the answer to make the conversation flow. He's really good at that stuff. And so anyway, great show last night. A lot of audience participation, lots of great questions. Like I say, it feels like what Craps Chat could end up being someday, which is again back to just panelist and viewer questions the whole time, right? My question is always like, if they're going to do this on the regular, this is going to be a regular thing with Jeff and Ed, which maybe it is, and I hope that it is. If Jeff and Gargoyle are a regular thing, if Casino Tears, of course, is regular, if the Jeff era, Chris and Craig's podcast is a thing, right? Where does Craps Chat fit into all of that? I want to make sure that we're not doing things on Craps Chat that sort of step on all those toes. I want to make sure we fill a void. So what is the void we're trying to fill if this is a regular thing? But anyway, great show last night. It was awesome. So I enjoy that. Jeff said to me, he goes, well, we're going to go 20 minutes or an hour. We'll see what happens, right? How long was that show, Jeff? 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. I had to go to the bathroom in between. Like I had to stop in between and take a break, come back to watch more. It was so long, 2.5 hours. It was great. And people want it, man. People want the chatter. They love it. So good on you guys. All right. Yeah. Craps Chat will be on again. We're going to do one more Craps Chat. We're going to do the season will kick off rather at Craps for the Cure. The last episode or last segment of Craps for the Cure is Craps Chat. So, yeah. All right. Let's get ahead. Let's talk about the one win challenge, right? We're still doing it. I'm going to go back into it in a little bit. Kendo's Gambling has kicked this thing off, but it's going to be one win and walk, right? We're trying to get one win up, trying to get these strategies to win something and get out of the casino and have the kind of the power of small wins, right? Tony Leo has for years preached the power of small wins, the power of multiple wins, not trying to go home run, right? Ken has leaned into that. So the challenge is, let's create discipline. Let's win once and walk. Let's have John roll or everybody else roll 5 different strategies, experience the rhythm and variance that makes them all work, right? Practice your money management skills, right? Stress test the strategies. I say this all the time. You can't know if a strategy sucks or if it's great or if you'd play it or you wouldn't play it unless you see it go, right? I can't show a strategy one time and say, yeah, that's the way, man. You got to see, this is our 3rd week of doing this now, right? Of basically the same 5 strategies. So you got to see me do it and go, I'm never doing that, or I love that, or whatever. You can't just see once. So that's why we do this, right? You want to see how it works, see if and how they can recover, and maybe through all of it, like find your way to play. Maybe we'll find your way to play, and you'll find a way that you don't want to play. You might say, I'm never doing that. Cool, find the way you don't want to play. I love the fact that this thing has raised up some stuff, right? DI versus science. That's always been a debate, right? DI possible or not? Does the science or physics, are you a believer or not a believer kind of thing, right? You know where I feel on this, right? I think that some toss types lean into the physics and some toss types don't. And I love the fact that there's a debate about it. There's players that try to do, complicated strategies and moves. There's math guys. Most of what you'll find that wins the easy stuff are more math plays, right? These things I'm doing here, most of them are just simple mathematical low house edge plays or easy hedges that just reliably win a couple of bucks, right? That's what you find. But the debate is great, which is the best way to play, right? Ladders versus bullets, taking 10 cracks at a home run or just grinding up my bankroll, trying to ladder up and down and make it happen that way, right? All those things I think are great. And this is why I love Craps Chat and Jeff and Max, or Jeff and Ed's show and Jeff and Gargoyle and all the things that are going on. These debates will rage on forever. And as long as we don't get mired in the I have to win all the time in the debate and have actual discussions about it, it's good. I had this great discussion with my mom and my wife the other night. We talked about spirituality and reincarnation and multiple universes and shit, right? And we can all get locked in on stuff. We had like a 2-hour discussion one night. It was just amazing, right? And nobody got pissed off. We all just played, or we all just talked about it like grown-ups, and it was awesome, right? And that's the way I think it should be. Okay, here we go. 1 win and walk. We're doing the horseman, the pass line progression, a don't pass ladder, the back wall lay, and the red cross. We've got 3 grinders, 3 low house edge math plays, right? 1 that's kind of a shot in the dark, and 1 that's more of a home run style play. We'll get a good vision on 5 different ways to get it done, right? If you gotta go to work or whatever, and the show's over, I'm gonna go roll dice now. So this could take an hour, it could take 10 minutes. So just fair warning. Here we go. Let's go to the table. Let's move this out of the way here, and give me a second to get this is not like an automagic thing here where the screens are already set up. Here we go. All right, there we go. Discipline challenge, Headless Horseman number 1. Here is the bankroll. Now we're gonna I'll ask you a question actually. How do you want to play this? Do you want me to go laddered, right? And I'll ask in chat. While I'm getting set up here, I'll ask you in chat. Do you want me to ladder this thing up and do a horseman ladder? I'll do a 3-stage. I'll only go 3 steps. A 3-step ladder with it, or take my 5 bullets like I always do. The first one's always going to be the same, right? Oh, you want to see the ladder? Joe wants to see a ladder. Wow. Okay. So the ladder looks like this. It's always 5 units, right? It's always 5 units. It's 2 units on the don't, 3 units in the come, right? 3 separate come bets. So what we do to ladder this thing up is this. The ladder has to go up a unit. So we go to 3 units over here, right? Actually we go to 4 units. It goes to 1 full unit up. So we go to 4 units. So it's a black chip, right? And then your 3 come bets are $50 each. That's the second level. Okay, so it's 25 or 50 to 100. That's level 2. Level 3 then becomes 150. So always up by a $50 unit. That's the ladder size. And then 3 $75 come bets. That's the third level. $75. So it's 150, 75, 75, and 75. Okay, there's your 3 levels. There's your 3 laddered levels. Okay. I'm not going to go 4 levels. I'm going to go just 3. Interest of time, right? And hopefully we hit it in three chats. So there's level 1, here's level 2, and here's level 3. And I'll box them up and we'll see what happens. All right, let's go. Hopefully, like I said, level 1 wins it, but that's how you ladder it up. It's one unit. Unit is $50. So 50 to 100 to 150. All right. Total outlay here is going to be 125, 225, 325, 375, 475, 500, 600, $750. All right, here we go. I'm not going to go past level 3, so I don't need a marker. All right, here we go. Setup. Let's have the bubble play nicely. Oh, look, it's already on the 7. Isn't that great? Here we go. All right, we got us a 9 on the come out. There's your point is 9. I don't need that pen anymore. And here we go. First come bet. And there's a 5. So the comeback goes to the 5. Our second comeback, and again, if you're new to the Horseman, $50 on the don't and a come bet, those two all win on the 7, right? The idea is we get 3 come bets set and play some right side play, but really the early 7 is our buddy. We're going to win 3 and lose 1. Big Joe is in the house. There's my midnight. We take our come bet away. Big Joe is in the house. All right. And we got the 7. Perfect. We lose up in here, right? But we win here and we win here. Remember, we start with 5 units, right? There's 4. There's the 5 units we started with. And we have our 1 unit in profit, right? The spirit of the strategy is that you're done now. Okay, or the challenge is that we're done. This horseman won its thing and it's done, right? There it is. Win and walk. And again, don't fixate on the color. It could be a red chip, a green chip. It could have been a black chip. We could have been here at 100, 50, 50, 50, right? And that's a black chip instead of a green chip, right? You could, again, levels are the thing. It's all about, can the strategy win on its own merit? And yes, this thing produced a win. I'll leave it like this because, we're going to have days where we need all levels of the ladder, right? Today, we won out of the gate, and that's fantastic. All right, now we'll do my line progression. And here we go. This one here, I'm not going to ladder up. This is a straight up, just a play on the line. So what we'll do is we'll take it in. I guess we could ladder. If you want to ladder, we'll ladder. Just because you guys love it so much. This one is going to be 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. Okay, why 6 units? Because actually, we could do it like this. Let's actually think about it like, let's do a quick experiment actually. Because last week I did the 1, 3, 2, 4 instead of the 1, 2, 3. Let me just show you this, and we'll see. We'll make a decision here. So the 1, 3, 2, 4 is like this. It's 1 unit, right? If it wins, you have to add 1 from your rack and go to 3. So it's a power press, right? 1, 3. On the second win, you win 3, and you regress your bet down to 2. Now you've got 4 units in the rack. Remember, you started out with 2. The first one plus the one you added, which means you're already guaranteed a 2-unit win, right? Which is fantastic. And then you're going to play it out for the miracle run, right? In this case here, because the miracle run, you're going to win 2, obviously, right? The miracle run, though, becomes this. It becomes 2 more, and then it becomes 4 more. So it's an 8, 9, 10-unit win, right? So for this thing to work, when it works, you're going to win 10 units, which means your bullet size is, you need 4 bullets, right? 4 bullets or four cracks at it before you ladder up. So in other words, it's 1, again, 2 units, 2 units, 2 units, and 2 units. $200, 4 cracks at winning 10 units. That's level 1 in your ladder, right? Level 2 in your ladder would just double that, where instead of 2 units of, or whatever, 2 units of a quarter, it's 2 units of 50, right? So it's really $100, right? So it's 100. That's 1 bullet is 100. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So there's your second level is going to be that. We'll just do again. I'll take 3 levels at it. And your third one, of course, will be again. It'll be 3 units at level size. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 units. So 6 units per. I'm going to be out of chips here in a minute. There we go. So level 3 of this one is going to be a 6 size bullet. So it's 3, and then 3 is the power press. Let's not get that far. Let's hope that we don't need all that, right? But here we go. I'll put it in there just the same. 1, 2, 3. And again, if we get lucky, we just, like the horseman, just get it on the first one. Here we go. This is the line parlay. First level, 1 unit on the pass line. It's a power press. It's a power press. Here we go. Puck is off. That's a 10 for the point. All right. Now this is, by the way, this is how I play blackjack. When I play blackjack, this is my pattern. I'm looking for 2 in a row, and then I hammer with those next 2. There's a 9. Okay, so we're on the 9. We're just looking for a point of 10 to get hit here. There's an 11. 7 out. So try number 1 goes down in flames. Still in the pass line. 8. That's good. Good looking point right there is an 8. Just need an 8. There's an 8. We got 6, 2, 8. Perfect. Hits the point. That pays on the pass line, right? And we're going to power press it up. Boom. 1 to 3. So the pattern is 1, 3, 2, 4. We're going to leave our 3 here. Let's get a come out 7 or a come out 11 and get the second one. The second one locks you in. Remember, you're in for 2. The second one will pay you 3. You're locked in for a 2-unit profit, which is the best part of the strategy. The worst part is that it takes 2 units to get there. Here we go. I'm going to come out winner, huh? Hey, there it is. Come out 7. That's fantastic. Now, here's how this works. Ready? Bam, we win 3 units, right? Let's go back over to here and rebuild this. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. There's our starting bankroll. This right here is our net profit. But remember, the pattern goes 1, 3, and then down to 2, and then hopefully up to 4. We're locking in the quarter profit. So no matter what happens, this strategy won at 1 unit today. Okay. Now we're going to go for the next 2. Let this thing play itself out and see if the whole pattern works. If not, we walk away with our 1 unit. Here we go. 1, 3, 2, 4. This is the way, by the way. This is the way, in my opinion, to play most 50-50 games. Blackjack, baccarat, roulette, red, black, all that stuff. 1, 3, 2, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic ways to do it. This way here, I love the fact that we lock up after the second win. You don't have to have 3, 4 in a row to make it work, right? There's a 3. Give a brother a 9, a 6, 3, 9. Look at that. So the 2-unit bet now pays. Remember, 1, 3, 2, 4. Big old power press here. Big old press up, right? 1, 3, 2, 4. We catch this win here. Miracle time, right? But again, we're locking up that, and there's the 11 yo, and it does. This is a 4 in a row, little parlay, and looky here, we win 9 units, right? We lost the first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, $225 on that one, right? That 1, 3, 2, 4 pattern catches a streak better than almost anything. Like I said, oftentimes you win 2 in a row, but can't get the third one. This one here, you win 2 in a row, you're up a unit. Or you're up 2 units automatically, which is fantastic. Then you can lay the hammer down on the 2, 4. I love it. Freaking awesome. All right, there it is. There's that. Now, our next strategy today is going to be the Newberry ladder. Okay, this one here is going to be a simple one. And what we're going to do for this one is reset the bank a little bit into chunks. We're going to do money chunks. So we'll do $500. I don't think we'll need all 500. 500 in green. Whoops. And again, this could be done with blacks and greens too. Okay, I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. But there's 500 in green. We'll put these back in the bank over here. And we'll do, I think we need 50 in red, or I think 25 in red is probably enough. If I need change, I'll get it. 25 in red, 500 in green. This could very easily be whatever. Let's just say 1, 2, let's say $2,000 in black, right? And 125 in green. You could easily do this way, right? Take blacks, and it's the same exact pattern. Matter of fact, I may show it to you in black at the same time as the green, just so you can see what I'm talking about. How what I'm doing doesn't matter in terms of the dollars. You can level it up, right? Let's do it both players, right? We're gonna go on the don't pass for both. Both guys will go don't pass. Okay, and all we're looking to do is win. I need to get him another 4 units back here. Okay, they're both the same money. Looking to win five chunks of 4 and get the hell out of Dodge, right? Here we go. This is going to be a little don't pass ladder. It's a don't pass, and it's a 1 unit bump if we go down. All right, here we go. That's going to be an 8. We're going to fight the 8 for the point. And that's all we're doing is playing just the don't pass against the point. 1 bet. And we got a 10. And again, if we go 7 out, we win, we're done. If we get that point of 8 hit and we lose this bet, then we use our ladder system. All right, there is the 7. That's perfect. The puck is off. Both guys win, and we're outie. Right, nice and simple. Each guy wins his money back plus a unit profit. Super simple. Right, we'll put that over here to lock it up. The black chip guy, I'm not really playing him. I'm playing the greens today. But just so you can see. Now, if we had lost that bet, by the way, let's pretend that these bets went down. What if we had lost, right? Your next bet, they come out with 1 unit plus a little juice, a little cap, right? And let's say we lose again. What if we had lost the second time, right? That would have sucked really bad, right? We lost the second time. And again, you're laddering up. Your base bet, again, same thing, same base bet, but now it's 2 caps, right? And if this one happens to win, let's just pretend we win. Let's say we win. Yay, we win at this level, right? He wins that. He wins that. What you do is you remove a level from your bets. You come back to the rack, and you ladder down. You're looking to go up the ladder and down the ladder. So here, let's say we win another time, right? He wins over here. This guy wins over here, and you're back down the ladder. You're back at your base bet. And what happens in your rack? You're back clear and you have profit, right? Again, you're back clear. When you get back down the ladder, you're back home again, and your profit's restored, and your bankroll is restored. There's your 4 units that you had back, or your 5 that you had back there, and you're up 2. Same thing here. He should be up 5. There's his 5 he started with. He's up 2 units. That's the ladder system. If you lose, you go up, and this one you go up by a little bit. It's a baby ladder. You're up by a fifth of your bet, not by a whole bet. That's a ladder that can be bankroll protective. So if you want to play a ladder, but you don't have the big fat stacks of cash, that's how you can get through a ladder system. The little, 25% ladder, that's a James Newberry special right there. He's one of our chatters. I love James. He writes me all the time with these kind of things. And like, it does make a lot of sense, right? If you don't want to put your entire, gambling bankroll at risk, but you do want a ladder, that's how you do it. It can take a little longer to get back. When you get back to even, you got to win a couple times, right? You don't always recover all your money back, but it does work. All right, there's that. Next one in the Fab Five today is Uncle Angelo's back wall lay. Here's one of the more dangerous ways to play. And I'm just going to take a couple of shots at it. Okay, we're going to take, I think we're going to do $200. I think it's $200 twice. We're just going to do it 2 times. That's it, $200. And I will take, $10 in white, and we're going to take, I think we needed $60, right? I think we said we need $60. Right? We need $80, $80 extra. We'll do it like this, 20, 50, 60, 70, $80. Okay. We'll take 10 in whites and $80 extra. We need this for the VIGs and stuff, right? Here's how this one works. Very simple, $200. We're going to go on the back wall. We're going to lay the back wall. Okay, for $30 a number. And actually, I need more reds here. We need $30 per number. And 40 on the 4 and 10. So laying everything, they're all lay bets. Okay? They're all lay bets. They all require a VIG. You got to prepay your VIG. You got to give the casino $1 for each bet. Okay? Cost you $1 to make a lay bet of this size that you're paying on the win. Then all we're trying to do is win back a bullet here. Right? This extra $50 basically covers that mess over there. Okay, here we go. We're looking for a come out 7. A come out 7 wins really nice. A come out point, you lose a buck. You lose a bet on the come out point. You're going to try and win that money back and then go back out. Right, here we go. Nice come out 7 for the win, huh? Well, we catch a 5. The point's going to be 5. So what happens is this. You lose your 5 and it's VIG. Okay? Everything else, you have to push your bets forward. And you'll get your VIG back. Okay? You get all your dollars back. You're going to replace the 5 that you just lost for the $30. Put the money you lost right back out on that number. Now you're back out. Now you're betting across right side play, 1 roll. You get a 7 here, you're screwed. You lost the whole damn thing, right? This is the terrible PSO strategy, right? We got a weird artifact in the camera there. What's going on? Come on. Why is the camera going so blurry? Anyway, let's go. Let's catch anything but a 5. Anything but a 7, man. Let's go. Anything but 7. And we got a midnight. That didn't help. We got a 6. That's great. 30 pays 35. Remember, we lost 30 on the way out, right? We lost 30 on that 5. We just got it back. There's that. There's some reds, right? We're going to push our bets back to the back wall, relay the back wall, and let it sit there. We're not going to bet until the come out roll. Let the 5 resolve itself. Those are off. You'd have to pull them down in reality and then put them back, but for the sake of our show, we're just going to push them back. Now we're coming out. Back wall lays back on. Here we go. Come out 7. Come out 7. Another 5. So same thing. We lose the 5. Whoops. Plus, I didn't pay it. There's the dollar vig. I didn't put the vig out there. My bad. Bring them all up. Place that 5 again for 30. Anything but 7. It's an 8. Again, it pays 35. We'll leave the 5 there. Everything goes back to the back. Here's our $6 in vig, by the way. I'll put the vig out there this time. All right. Got our money back. And here we go. Let it resolve. Those bets are off. They're off to the come out. This only works the come outs. Whatever happens. There's an 8. We're looking for a 5 or a 7 to reset the board. 4, 8, 4, 4. Wow. Who was it that said that the 410 flip will never work? We just flipped the 4. Just so you know, the bubble craft machine just flipped the 4. So, Chris, that was for you. There's a 10. Another 8. My gracious sakes. Another 8. Woo! Oh, it was going to be a 7. There's a 9. Again, the bets up here are all off. Not working. Just there for convenience. Another 4. That's the 5th 4 for the shooter. That's like a $1,100 win right there. All right, there we go. Bam. Okay, here we go. Bam. Now we're off. Now the bets are on. The lay bets are all working. Looking for a come out 7, if we can catch one, or we just make another $5. Here we go. Come out 7. Come on. It goes to the 9. The 9 loses. These all come forward. Make them place bets. Get your vigs back. And we'll put the 9 back. Here we go. 6. It pays 35. And again, we'll push them all back to as lay bets. I'll put the vigs. It's a kind of pain in the ass, isn't it? Put the vigs back out there. But they're off. For our purposes, they're off. We've made a bunch of nickels so far. We have not yet had the big win. Point is still 9. 11. 3. A 10. 7 out. Okay. Now we're on again. Now we're working the back wall. And again, in a real casino, you don't do this until the puck's off. You say, here's my $200 for the back wall. This just, for me, on the show, makes it simple. On this method, you walk when you get your win, some kind of a goal. We're winning $5 at a time right now, so that's not even close to being worth it. You need a win. I would say win a unit, $25. So win 5 of those transitions, right? Or get the come out 7 one time. Or you're just looking for one come out 7 and walking. And there's another 8. So there's the 8. 8 goes down. What'll happen here though is we're going to end up getting a PSO and losing all of this. And at that point, we'll stop. If that's what happens, we'll crush it right there. $30 8, and here we go. There's a 6. Again, $35 on the win. So that's 3 wins, by the way, of $35. This all go back with our VIGs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6 in VIG. $35. And again, all we're doing is making $5 every single time. We're making $5 every time. We made 4 times, we made $5. Haven't hit a point yet, though. Notice that we haven't hit the point yet. We 7'd out every time. Whoop, that was a bad one. It was a 7. Terrible roll by me. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out. Everything's hot. Come out 7. Come on, man. Nope. It's a 9. One more time. Lose the 9. Bring them all up. Get the VIGs back. $30 on the 9. This will be our 5th one, I think. Right? Is that right? Let's catch one. Midnight. 6. Another $35 winner. Okay, so that's, I think we're at 4 wins. Is that right? Let's bring them all back to the back wall. Let's see where we are here. $35 winner should be getting close to it, right? Let's see what we have here. I think we're there. I don't know. Let's just take a quick look at where we are. There's 100. Yeah, there's our $200, right? So we have 25. Over here, we had $10 in white. So there's $10 in white. I had 25 in reds, and here's the 25 in reds, which means that all this out here is what we won. So we won $50. We're done. That's it. So that one was boring as all hell, right? But we won our $50. We did it the grindy way. Instead of getting the back wall to actually pay, we won it that way. So that's totally fine. All right, let's move ahead and do last strategy. Jen has got a question here that says, I did win. Was that the 8 point? No, did I win? We said we hadn't had the point yet. I rolled the 2, 6, 2, 8. Wasn't the point 6 though on that one? I thought the point was 6 on that. That's why I said that, Jen. I thought the point was 6. If that's the case, then I won it. I thought the point was 6, not 8. Cool. That's if we won it, then I screwed it up and we won $200 or $125. I really thought the point was here. So cool. All right, good. For now, we'll call it a $50 win because if I screwed it up and I didn't get it right, then I'm just a dumbass. Last one, the Red Cross. All right, this one is going to be $120. So we're going to go ahead and not ladder. We're going to do this. We're going to go 125 for a shooter. 125, 125. We'll do 3 shooters worth of it. Okay. So 125 times 3 will get us out of the gate. Now, I'm going to also take 100. I think 100 is what I might need. Maybe I'll take $200 as a ladder. $200 as a ladder buffer. We'll put it over here for the, actually I'll put it back. No, I'll put it over there. $200 as a ladder buffer for the line. Red Cross is this. This is a right side only play. We're going to get some reds there. There's our reds. So it's going to be 25, 30, and 30. So $5 units on the inside numbers. 3 $5 units here, and 4 $5 units will start on the don't with $5 and change. Okay. Again, we're looking at, we got to get $125 back in the rack somehow to get ahead. This is a 3-hit strategy. So 3-hit strategy. All right. I did the pick work. Yeah. The problem is, like, when I'm talking and doing the chip movement, I can get lost in the sauce sometimes. So yeah, if I hit that, then that's great. All right, here we go. Coming out. Let's go. We got the 5. Okay, points 5. Let's do it. We need 3 hits. Again, the field numbers pay up here. Box numbers come to the rack. We're gonna play it through. Oh, there's a 7. So we lose all of this mess. That kind of sucks. Win on the dark side, and out we go. So that was a quick PSO. Huge bummer. But let's put it all back out. What we do, by the way, on the dark side, on the line bets, is always a parlay. It's a full parlay down there. All right. So we'll parlay that up. We'll go back out clean. I need to get some change. 25, 50. Okay, there's $50 in reds. All righty, let's do it. New point. 7 out on the come out, so we lose that parlay, which bites big time. But we got to go back out to it. Back to regular level. Just parlay it down or downstroke it. These are off, by the way, just so you know. Points 4. And let's go. Oh my God, it's Anya. How you doing, honey? Joe and Anya are watching. That's great. Anya's my niece, back home from college for the summer. All right, there's an 8. That's cool. We lose 15. We win 35. I'm going to pay the 35 in reds, though. 10, 20, 35. Okay? Lose 15, win 35, put the 15 back in the field, and take 20 bucks back to the rack. So all of these numbers on the inside do the same thing. Your net win is 20 bucks after you lose the 15. All right? So always take 20 bucks off of these. That's hit number 1. I'll put it right here, right, for this guy here. Let's go. We got a 10, $15 in the field. Nice. Let's pick up the 9 and leave the field there. Got some work to do on this one today, huh? Another 10. That's fantastic. Another $15 win. Let's add the 10. Another 7. All right, so we're going to lose up top. We're going to win on the don't. We're going to stack it up. And the red cross today will be our big loser. I'm sure of it. Tough to come back after that quick of a shelling and not getting anything. Look at that. We're down the 400 bucks, the whole 400 almost. Bummer. All right, coming out. Let's go. That's a 3. Bam. There we go. That's what we needed, Jen. Jen called for it, and it shows up. Bam. The parlay wins, which is awesome, and it will go back down. That's cool. Oh, no. That is super cool. All right. All those reds come back, go back down. Parlayed win. 10. Another good one. Here we go. Come on. Freaking 7. Can't get any right side traction at all. So that's going to probably about do it for that one. I don't think I have enough money to play a third round. Let's see. 5. Oh, I do have enough. Of course I do, right? We have just enough to play one more time. Let's get a quarter there. 3, 4, and again, like last time, there's no points getting hit. There's literally no points getting hit. Dark side is the driver today. Here we go, coming out. I think that's bank money. There's an 8. All right, come on. 4. That pays the field. Grab our 9. A 5. Again, net's 20 bucks. Then it comes right to the rack. Right? The box numbers always come to the rack. Let's have a good run here. Midnight. Fantastic. It pays 30 bucks. That's awesome. It pays 30. What we're going to do with that is actually take it as reds. And we go 15 to the 4 and 15 to the 10. A 6. Again, it pays a net of 20 bucks. You lose 15, you win 35. The net is 20. I'm going to do 25 for 5 out of my rack. A 4. That's awesome. That pays in here 15 bucks. This over here pays $27. The $27 comes to the rack. All right, the $15 goes back up in action. That's the red cross. This number always goes up in here. These always come in here. Little money laundering kind of thing, right? There's an 11 yo, 15 bucks in the field. All right, 15 bucks in the field. I can make these all look like quarters now. We're 160 across. Okay, so we're 160, 175 on the felt, right? That almost that gets one of my bullets back. If I pull it down, I have one bullet back. We got to keep on rolling though. We got to get all the bullets back. So this is a right side play. We got to keep on hitting it, baby. Let's go. That one wanted to roll over so bad and be something different. It's a 7, which is a bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that pays down here, and that will just again parlay it up. We did earn enough money to play again, unfortunately, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and we only have 2 reds for the field there. We'll have to play a smaller field until we win something. Here we go, coming out. Come Coming out, it's at Aces, and that pays the 80 bucks or 40 bucks, right? 40 bucks down there? Sweet. That pays 40. Let's go back down to 20. I'm actually going to color that up as a green just to get some greens in the rack because it's cool. And we got our field looking right, and let's do it. Again, these are off. They're just there for show. Now we're on. Come on, Red Cross. 4. Alrighty, pays 15 bucks. Goes to the 9. Lose our don't. That's the first time we've lost our don't pass today, right? So what happens is now you go to the pass line and you have to ladder up. So instead of 20, it goes to 40. So I'll take that quarter as nickels, make it look like 40. On the pass line, we parlay the pass. When the puck beats you, you change side. That's the baccarat system. And we got to come out 5. Sweet. We'll just take the 5 down because we already have it on the pass line. There's an 11 yo. It pays 15 bucks. We'll grab the 10 with it. There's a 7 out. So we lose everything, and the Red Cross goes down in flames today. Right? Again, if you're playing the Red Cross for real, more than 3 bullets. You can't do it with 3 cracks at it. But again, interest of time today, only 3 bullets. So we lost basically all of it. I don't know why I have 2 whites sitting here, but we went down. We had 2 400. So we lost 300 and whatever, 360. No, 375. 355. We lost 355. That's a bummer because we won today. 1, 2, 325. We lost 355 in the Red Cross. We won 325 doing other things. Our net today is down 55 bucks. We lost 55 bucks. So again, winning small, winning small, winning small, winning small, losing big, you end up losing. Welcome to casino gambling. That's just how it freaking works, right? Good to see it in person, though, I suppose, right? So, all right, you're staying the don't switch sides. Well, the Red Cross, Jen, the play is switch sides, right? The whole play is once the puck beats you, you move, right? That's the idea, is to kind of switch it up a little bit. Go with the flow. That's the baccarat style. Go with the last winner. So yeah, 55 is not a bad loss, but it sucks when you did really good really quick and then that one just has a bad run. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? Let's come on back. So I'll add that to our losses for the whole series. There's 550, 65, 568 is our total loss for the week. We need to have one good day to get all this mess back. So, all right, let me get my keyboard back, and we'll come through and play here for just a minute. Let's go there and here, and oh boy, I need to go one more screen forward. So, all right, so that didn't work out as well as I'd like. Whatever, it happens. The good news is you can see that, and I said this before, right? And I'll never deny saying this. The lower house edge ways, the more grindy ways to play, are the easier ways to win a little bit. And it's not exciting to win one unit and walk. Not exciting to win a green chip and stop, right? That's it's boring in a lot of ways, right? But if you're bankroll building, or if you're looking to do this sort of regular build the envelopes kind of thing, playing a little bit of, pass line parlay, a little bit of the horseman, those things tend to work. The Newberry's little baby ladder. That baby ladder can work on the pass line too, right? Those things work well to reliably win a unit or so. If you're willing to stop playing, you can lock it in and be mostly okay. It's when you go to these things that you're all across in the field, you need 5 hits to get good, you're going to be screwed. That's going to crush your soul, right? And that's what happens, right? So you're going to get destroyed when you need 5 hits or 6 hits or 8 hits to get it back. You can't come back from that, right? And I say this a lot, when you lose the first one, coming back from losing the first one's almost impossible. Almost every time we've seen the skill 66, duck and cover, Red Cross, you lose the 160 across, so you lose your big $100 bet, you're never coming back from that. You might as well almost stop playing if you lose your first big shot, because you're almost never going to come back. You need a miracle to come back, and you don't want to be playing for miracles, right? And that's the thing. So anyway, Jen says, "Oh yeah, I'm actually up on the back wall late. I should be up for. I'm gonna go back and replay the video, and see the actual numbers of what that would have been. I think it would have been up 126 on the back wall plus the 50 that I had collected in the interim. It might have covered today's up. I'll go back and rewatch and I'll do it. Thanks for reminding me of that, and I'll take care of that. All right, tomorrow, odds working. You're here. You better watch the show tomorrow. You better tune in tomorrow. We're gonna show you the number one best way to play craps. I'm going to prove to you the best way to play craps. We're going to use video evidence to showcase the number one most awesome best way to play craps. And I'm also going to have another little YouTube rant tomorrow. So there it is. That's going to be tomorrow's show. So stay tuned for that. And of course, more win and walk. I love the win and walk test. And here we go. Your quote for the day or your quote for the week. And I got. You know what's funny? I was saying I'm going to get off Facebook soon. I hate Facebook. Facebook is the most toxic place. It's more toxic than Twitter used to be. I'm going to get off Facebook, but Facebook is good because it gives me great quotes of the week. So I might stay on it just for the good inspirational quotes. Here's your inspirational quote for this week. It is, "A bee cannot teach a fly that honey is better than shit." And I'll leave you with that. You know exactly who I'm talking to and what I'm talking about. Y'all have a great Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.